Dollhouse is really misogynistic. I don't know what other word to describe it as. There's a big issue that hasn't really been raised about whether this is rape or not. It's been talked about online a little bit, but the show hasn't dealt with this issue at all. So they sign these contracts saying that they'll be in the dollhouse for X amount of years, and their conscious mind isn't around, so they can't consent to every single engagement that they go on. Now, if you can't consent, then that would be rape, right? I'm Anita Sarkeesian, and I run the video web series called Feminist Frequency. I started Feminist Frequency because I felt like feminism was sort of trapped in academic spaces and politically radical spaces. They talked about systems of oppression and privilege, but it was in this language that was really hard to understand, and I wanted to create a space where feminism was easy to engage with in an accessible way.
But this time, it didn't stop there. The situation quickly escalated, and I found myself the target of a vicious and sustained harassment campaign, waged by literally thousands of entitled male gamers. This was to a scale that I hadn't experienced before, and even people who were pretty jaded by this stuff were pretty taken aback. The next few slides come with a very big trigger warning. All of my social media accounts were flooded with misogynist hate, including threats of violence, death, and rape. So this was Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Tumblr, Formspring, my Kickstarter campaign, Flickr, my website. What I couldn't say is, fuck you. To the thousands of men who turned their misogyny into a game in which gendered slurs, death, and rape threats are weapons used to try and take down the big bad villain, which in this case is me. My life is not a game. I've been harassed and threatened every day for going on 3 years with no end in sight, and all because I dared to question the self-evident, obvious sexism running rampant in the games industry.